Hey guys, Jason calls out here with Phastek Performance.
Hey guys, it's Ricardo, Phastek Performance. How y'all doing?
Today we are doing question and answers. So if you got questions about certain products, you got questions about the things you're looking to do to your Camaro, ask us. I'm going to get joined in over here so we can see exactly what y'all are seeing. Yeah, I'm looking for Phastek Performance. Where are we at here? All right, got one person viewing. If you got any comments, let us know. I'm trying to figure out why. What's going on here?
Might want to turn that one on.
Yeah.
First time we've done this, so I do apologize for it. But we are learning. So let's see here.
Y'all hiring? Miguel, what do you do, buddy? Let us know. We're always looking. Let me tell you what we're looking for right now. We're looking for somebody in our web department. So if you got web skills, send us a resume. You can send it to support@phastekperformance.com.
Go grab my phone.
Go ahead.
Do that. I don't know what's not coming up.
So while we're waiting for to get up and going here, again, I do apologize. It's something new for us. We're trying to get an idea how we're going to be able to put this together for y'all. Show you some of the different products that we have that are new. I know a lot of guys with the 6th gen stuff have been following us, and one of our new popular products is our underhood plates for the 6th gen Camaro. This is the red.
Yeah.
Kind of give an idea right here what it looks like. This is our underhood plate. This is our new red. This is it's really good. It took us a while to get these things up and moving, but I don't know if you can see, you kind of get an idea of the quality of paint on this thing.
Even the blue, man. The blue, I mean, the hyper blue color looks awesome. And that color as well. This came out real nice.
Derek, 2015 SS done headers, cold air induction, catback, boiler attack. Your thoughts on next upgrade? Automatic or manual car? It depends on where you kind of fall in the price range. I would say if it's a manual car or an automatic, you might want to consider doing a camshaft. Or what you could do is just basically step up to a supercharger. But I'm going to probably say do a camshaft. And then at that point, if you want to go something more, do a supercharger. Because by adding a camshaft, let's just say to your manual car with the mods that you've done so far, auto, if you did a cam with all the modifications you have so far, you're going to gain roughly around, with a decent cam that's not going to break valve springs, I should say, you're going to be around 425 to the tires. Basically, you're picking up about 90 over stock is what you're looking at. And obviously, cam converter, my recommendation is I really like switching the automatic from the L99 over to the LS3. I think it's safer.
Makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, it does make it a lot easier. So you're getting rid of your variable valve timing. But I would say, and then if you said, hey, you know what, later on down the road you want to add a blower to that car, do a Whipple. Whipple like at 9 pounds on something like that. Realistically, tuned correctly without bunch of dumping a bunch of timing into it and having to run race gas stuff. You'd be around 580 to the tires, and that's a good number. I mean, that car's gonna be quick. That's doing automatic, and at that point, your limitations are gonna start ending up being transmission. Past that point. But, that would be my recommendation. Manual car, shit. Manual car, you can put a cam in there. Decent cam, you're going to see 450 to 480, depending on how aggressive the ramps on the lobes are. And then you put a blower on top of that, basically add another 150. You'd be in the neighborhood of
600, 625, somewhere around there.
Yeah, so
right about 65.
And that's a good bump right there. That car's gonna be fast. You're gonna blow the tires off.
Yeah.
And that's running like 9 pounds of boost, 8 to 9 pounds of boost, and that's what you're gonna see. Anything past that, and you're definitely gonna make a good amount of power out of it.
Well, the auto car we did a couple years ago, that silver one we did, that one made what, 590?
Made 585.
585.
585.
585, and then we did a manual
on 93.
car.
On 93.
Yeah, and then we did a manual car 2 years after that.
It made 670.
670. Yeah.
670
so
on the Whipple. Both the Whipple cars.
Both Whipple cars.
Both same camshaft.
Same setup, just automatic and manual.
Yeah.
Really, the only differences.
And basically what you're looking at is, at that point, obviously you want to make sure that you're running, good drive shaft, good axles. On the 5th gens, you definitely want to make sure that you're running trailing arms, tow rods, stuff like that. That way you're getting the benefit of the car. Something else I probably recommend, bushings. The 5th gen cars, to me, I think they need bushings in them. It's going to stiffen up. I was a believer after riding in several Camaros that have bushings, subframe bushings, so on and so forth. At that point, completely different animal. Car is completely different animal. You're not getting that slop when you take off from a light and you're shifting. It's stiff and go. So bushings to me is a big thing. I think if you're building your car, don't forget about the suspension, the bushings, and stuff like that. You're welcome, Derek. Thank you for watching. Headers, cam intake. I have a 6th gen Camaro that says, what exhaust do y'all recommend? Okay, on the 6th gen Camaros, let's talk about that. Miguel, do you have an automatic or do you have a manual car? That makes a difference.
Yeah, that makes a big difference.
That makes a big difference. Yeah. Because what you're going to find out is if you're running the automatic car, that if you're going to go with an exhaust system that deletes the AFM valves, you are basically going to need to do something to turn that off. If not, you'll most likely going to get a check engine light. I mean, a lot of manufacturers aren't going to tell you that, but we know firsthand. We tried it, and it does happen. We definitely recommend if you're going with any exhaust system for the automatic 4 or 6 gen, and you're deleting those valves, even if it's stainless works, and they have the little where you can bolt it to it.
Little plates.
The plate, you're still gonna need to turn off that. You can either do it with range, you can do it with an SET, you can get a custom tune, but that's something to look at. Now, manual-wise, if you got a manual car, not a big deal. You don't have to worry about it. Yeah. If I have to recommend an exhaust system for a manual car, I tell you right now, I would either have to say Borla Attack, which I think is great, or something that's real raspy and it's real aggressive, the MBRP. Without a doubt, the MBRP is an aggressive. The nice thing about the MBRP too, it's priced right. They priced that exhaust system so it's not going to break your bank, and you're still going to get a great quality sound. Martin, who owns MBRP over there, they're a great group of guys. He bought an SS Camaro. I mean, he bought it and he drove it, and it took a little while to release their exhaust system. Why? Because the dude was not happy with the way the exhaust sounded. Was not happy. So they revised it, and the thing is nasty. It is nasty, man.
He's got an auto car.
Yeah, so the auto car. So you can put it on an auto car. You can put the MBRP on an auto car. We've done that. You just got to cut. You just got to make sure you put the pipes up there and align it properly. And you're not going to be able to put the motors back on for the AFM. That's just not going to happen. You just have to leave them off. You're going to have to get it tuned, turn it off. Yeah. That's just them. But we've tried that already.
What I would suggest, Miguel, is I know on our YouTube channel we got a couple videos that kind of show the sound differences between like a Borla Attack, MBRP. I know I have the factory exhaust of our car up there right now. I am working on the video for our Stainless Works exhaust that's on the car right now. I got to do a couple of little minor videos, but that should be up soon as well. So if you want to kind of hear some of the differences, check out the YouTube channel. Just because we do have some on there that kind of show you what the differences are going to be.
Yeah.
So I really suggest checking that out.
Yeah, always revert back to our YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to it. The other thing too is if you're not subscribed to our Instagram, subscribe to that. It's Phastek Performance. We always post stuff up there. It's almost daily. YouTube is always got a lot of good information. We'll also share a lot of videos from manufacturers, and a lot of manufacturers are doing a better job now at putting videos together for their products. So that makes it nice.
Yeah.
Well, look, while we're waiting for any more questions to come in, we showed you the underhood plates. We kind of showed you the quality of them. They're aluminum. They look great on the 6th-gen Camaro. One of the things that when we first saw the 6th-gen Camaro at Camaro 5 Fest, they popped the hood on it. We were like, okay, it looks great, but let's make it look better. And that's what we've done. We've added the underhood plates to 3-piece kit, and that makes a huge difference. Something else that we offer is going to be this. This is our underhood pad plates right here. It's a 3-piece kit also, and it comes with red, white, and blue, man. So, and it's nice. They fit right in place. We give you silicone. That way you can mount them in there. And this is a simple installation. Basically, put some silicone on the back of them, mount them up in place, tape them up. Usually we use blue painter's tape. That basically helps keep them in place when you're putting them in.
Dry. Yeah, let that silicone
Hey,
dry.
use the silicone.
Yeah.
We've had people say, hey, I used epoxy. Epoxy turns to plastic, dude. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not going to work right.
Yeah.
So
silicone stays, when it dries, it gets stays soft, not soft enough to where it's going to let go or fall off or anything, but it stays soft enough to where it's not nothing's going to happen to it. So
Jack, on the covers for the coolant tank, we're kind of still working on that. It is a little eyesore right next to the engine. I know Mishimoto's working on a complete replacement for that. I don't know where they're at with it.
So is Granatelli. Granatelli's actually got theirs that they're almost done with. Mishimoto, I believe they are still in production with theirs. They're not completely done with it. But those are the two that are coming out in the next couple weeks.
And that's just full replacement. Now tank covers. The only thing we're running into a problem with is actually trying to put a cover over it because it has that nipple that comes off the side, and you have the cap. So trying to get something that kind of goes on and around it has been the issue where it doesn't look tacky. We could always probably do a 2-piece design, but man, I want to make it. If we would do it, we want to make it look good. We don't want to make it look like we threw some stuff together just to put in the marketplace. That's just we're not interested in doing that. Davey, the headlight fluid. Keep searching, buddy. It's there.
It's there.
You're gonna find it. It's on the site. Yeah.
Right next to the blinker fluid.
Right next to it, and muffler bearings. And not only that, we've also thought about adding chrome valve covers because we know it picks up like 50. So that's coming out as well. Some of the other things, we had somebody yesterday ask about Veraram, the new Veraram dyno numbers. We haven't put it on the dyno yet. We have a local customer that we are looking at working with, putting it on his car and putting it on a dyno. The debate is now, do we put it on a Mustang dyno or do we put it on a Dynajet? Because we've tried dynos in our local area and we noticed that Mustang dyno is going to read about 20 horsepower less, depending on the application. So that one's a hard one. We're going to try to we'll probably go with the Dynajet. It's probably going to show the better numbers. It's more realistic. More people are using Dynajet. The reason we haven't done dyno numbers on it yet is we're waiting on BBK's new throttle body for the 5th gen Camaro. So they've stopped production on the 95 millimeter and the 102. But I talked to Brian last week, the owner of BBK, and he assures us that hopefully maybe this week or next week we should have a throttle body in our hands. I'm going to probably say maybe next week. If not, it's going to be probably the week after SEMA, which we'll see him at SEMA. Mishimoto, we're back to Mishimoto. We'll see those guys at SEMA too. So we'll be talking to them more about some of the 6th gen products that they're really heavy into. I mean, they bought a car, they've done their own air induction, they've done the catch can, which have been real popular. So we should see some more stuff out of them. But BBK throttle body, we want to dyno the car with the air induction, and then we want to combine it with the BBK throttle body at the same time. So we want to get numbers on both at the same day. So that's kind of been the holdup. I apologize to Veraram for just not getting it out there. It's a nice unit. It's a good unit. That, you know, he's done a lot of engineering to it. It's obviously when you see that new unit, it doesn't look anything like any of the other inductions out there. So it's its own whole unit.
What's interesting about that one is also it's got its own washer tank that kind of attaches everything to it. So it's all kind of self-contained one unit that takes up that entire area, which is good because you get a lot of that airflow that comes from the front grille just straight up in there. So so it's going to be interesting to see that one once we have everything together.
Renee, your comment here is black cart shorty headers for my 15 SS keep melting my ignition wires. Any ideas? I already tried the heat shields and they still don't work. Send us a picture. Send us a picture of the problem that you're having. You can send it to support@fastechperformance.com. If not, message us on Facebook with a picture. We'll look into it for you. Be more than happy to contact Holly on that and see exactly what's going on. But let us look at it first, so that way, if there's something, we can tell you how to fix it before we go contact Holly. But if not, we'll contact Holly. I mean, if it's an issue with the manufacturer's product, then we need to look into it. And we need to bring it to their attention too, so they understand that, hey, we can't be sending headers out. You can't have headers that are burning ignition wires. It's just it's not a good deal.
They might not know, you know.
Exactly.
I mean, they might not know, and we kind of run into that issue a lot where some manufacturers don't know about the issue until someone like us contacts them and says, hey, I have this customer with this problem.
Right.
You know, what's the fix? Well, then they'll look into it and they'll say, well, we need to redesign the headers to kind of account for the extra bend or, you know, what have you. So definitely, like you said, shoot us a picture on Facebook, on email. Either way, get with us and we'll look into it. We'll get with Holly and let them know about the issue and go from there, man. Yeah,
because we like to hold manufacturers accountable for some of their products. We don't want to sell products that aren't going to keep the customer happy, aren't going to do what they say they're going to do. So we will be more than happy to look into that for you. Any word on the cross? Hey, Thomas. Hey, man. Good. Thanks for joining us. Any words on cross rotors? Not yet. We're gonna get SEMA. I haven't heard anything. Have you heard anything?
The only thing I know of is that Willwood supposedly has a kit. They haven't said anything about it, but it could be one of those things where they're going to wait till SEMA to release something. I know that there's another manufacturer that was getting their kit for the SEMA car, but until SEMA, we're kind of at a standstill right now. They won't say anything. So
hopefully SEMA is going to be really exciting for us this year with the new Camaro. I mean, hopefully we're going to see a lot more Camaros this year than we did last year. You know, last year was definitely a lot of Mustangs, not a lot of Camaros. But hey, you know, we got some pretty exciting stuff that we're working with people on. So we're real excited about SEMA this year. I think you're going to have a good coverage of Camaros there, especially 6-gen stuff. Obviously, it's newer, so that'll be one of the bigger things, hopefully, there. And then, obviously, we're very interested to see what GM is going to pull off in the GM booth. Yeah. You know, last year they had the 6-gen Camaros there, and they had some, really cool stuff. I mean,
5th gens and everything, trucks, everything was.
Yeah. So great. I mean, with the 6-gen, they had the black edition. They had the red eyebrows. I mean, come on, dude, that thing was beautiful. Awesome. I think it was a good-looking car. You know.
Awesome. I know the good thing about what's going on with SEMA, just kind of give you guys a little bit of insight. Is if you've been looking at the Instagram and Facebook pages, I've kind of been posting some pictures on that. We're sending some of these underhood plates for the 6-gen to a couple of different manufacturers. So if you guys are going, keep an eye out for them because they are going to be in a few popular booths. You know, I know right now we have 4 cars with them, so that's 4 cars with our name on it. So I mean, you know, if you see us out there, snap a couple pictures of it, send them in. We'd like to see them. You know, we'll be out there taking pictures ourselves.
You're not going to miss us. We're going to look like this right here. We're going to have the shirt on, so it's like, this is what you'll see when we walk around SEMA, so you can't miss it. It's going to say Phastek across my chest. I know, man, the red eyebrows. We're gonna be doing that as well. We've already taken a set of headlights apart. I think we're going to be working with Oracle on their new RGB eyebrow lights. Yeah. So we're pretty excited about that as well. We went ahead and got a whole separate set of headlights, and we've already taken them apart, and we're just waiting on them at this point. You know, you've probably seen our car; it already has lighting all around it, but we're probably gonna put that on its own separate controller. just
Yeah.
just so we can have the red eyebrows, because I mean that's gonna be badass.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, I
really
mean,
is.
we can probably do a couple of different things. You know, we're also looking at a couple of different controllers to maybe little like different Wi-Fi controllers for you guys that like to operate off the phone. So a couple of them we're kind of looking at some that will allow you to source different sections as far as, you know, with the undercar lighting done, you want the eyebrows on only. So it's going to allow you to do a couple of different trick things that we think you guys like. So like I said, we're working on that. So, you know, we should have something hopefully by the end of the year, start of next year. So
Yeah,
we'll have that done.
30 the end of the year. Can you believe that? Wow. What are the best heads and cam packages for 2016 Camaro SS to go with supercharger to get more power? Ray. The only heads I think we're offering right now are the Lingenfelter heads.
Yeah.
And that's really about it. They've got some good cam packages. BTR's got some good cam packages that we offer. Let's just put it like this. I mean, supercharger.
The thing about the 2016 the LT1 that we're kind of learning a lot about is that to do a heads and cam, it's not as easy as it was for the LS3 or the L99. So if you plan on doing a cam on a 16 on an LT1, you're gonna have to take the heads off. So it's kind of one of those things. If you want to do heads and cam, great, then it works out. But if you just want a cam factory heads, you still got to pull the heads off. You know, so it's kind of one of those things. Where do you kind of want to go with the car? As far as heads and cam package, I'm working on putting a couple of different things together. Just kind of sourcing everything, making sure I have everything lined out. I don't want to put a kit half together and start sending it out and, hey, I need this, and this. So I'm working with a couple of different guys to make sure I have everything together for an LT1, make it simple, easy, bolt on, you're done. I'm talking about bolts, gaskets, cam, springs, valve seals, everything, you know, so it's just easy, here you go, and it's just labor, you know, at that point. But if you're looking for something like that, if you kind of wanted to go boost or naturally aspirated, boost is kind of looking the way to go, you know, for something right now. If you're wanting something quick and easy, you know, I want to say a heads and cam package, I mean, just kind of give you guys rough numbers, it's kind of coming out to be about $4,000 or $5,000. An extra $2,000, you got a supercharger.
Yeah.
And you bolt it on and you're
Yeah.
done. So it really kind of depends on what you want to do. Labor, you can spend the money a little bit in labor, or you can spend it, you know, towards a supercharger. But we are working on it. Like I said, it's just taking a little bit of time. But
yeah. Here's the thing. Let's just kind of go back to like performance stuff. I mean, RPM Motorsports, perfect example. Heads, cam, nitrous, dude. They ran 960s in an automatic car. I mean, that's pretty fast.
Yeah.
That is really fast. So,
Yeah.
That's something to look at. If you just say, hey, I want to do a cam and heads, you're still going to make good power. The car's going to be real responsive.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want to throw some nitrous on top of it, I like nitrous. A lot of people don't. I think it's great. If you set it up properly, you should not have any issues with it whatsoever. But it's cheaper than a supercharger. But supercharger-wise, right now, your options: Edelbrock, ProCharger, Whipple. Now we've had questions about Whipple. A lot of questions about Whipple.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, they should have something. They're supposed to have
SEMA.
They're supposed to have some cars in SEMA.
They're supposed to have 2 or 3 cars.
2 or 3 cars with them on there. I don't know what the performance number is going to be. I think everybody's on a time crunch right now just to get cars ready for SEMA. So I think it's going to be after SEMA before we actually start seeing any real numbers out of any cars.
Right.
But Whipple in the past is really proven to be good. ProCharger, definitely that's a race application. You can, I think you can upgrade the new one now, right?
Yeah, you can do it. The base kit comes with a P1 unit, P1 head unit. You can step up to the D1 head unit. There have been a couple of custom shops that have done the F-Series units, but once you get into those larger head units, it becomes a full custom application. Just because ProCharger will have the brackets and the charge tubes and the intercooler, but to mount that head unit, the 6th gen is so tight under the hood that ProCharger had a difficult time fitting their stuff. So it took them a little bit longer than they expected to get that done. But if you step up to an F-Series unit, that's completely, you know, on the shop, how much fabrication they need to do.
Yeah, that's a whole different animal on its own. Cars can be a completely different animal too. So if you really want something that's a daily driver, stick up to a D.
D-series unit.
Yeah, and I think you'll be fine. Anything F1,
That's race.
It's like dealing with an angry girlfriend, dude. You know what I'm saying? She's good one day, she might not be good the next. So I'm not trying to tell you not to do it, but if you really want to go make some power runs and stuff like that and show people who's king of the street, then definitely step up to something like that, because nowadays that's where you're going to be. Thanks, Davey. Hey, man, we appreciate that. You definitely been good. We've learned a lot off Davey in the past. Davey is a do-it-yourselfer for the most part, and he's been a great customer over the years. And we've seen him do a lot of different things.
He's out there racing.
Yeah.
He's got a black convertible car. Does he still have a supercharger on it?
Yeah, he's still got the Magnuson on it. Yeah,
so he's got the Magnuson on it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it autocrosses the car.
Yeah, J-Rod did his installation here in Houston. J-Rod did it, and
J-Rod.
they do a good job over there. Thomas, LT4 supercharger kits. Yes, that's something we're looking at. They've been done. We actually got a local customer that had his car done by ADM Performance, and the LT4 supercharger, I want to say he made 600 tires, like 608.
Yeah, somewhere on there.
And looks good. Car looks good.
Looks like a factory blower.
Factory install.
Which we're kind of expecting with the ZL1 that's should come out next year.
So that's something we're looking at, definitely trying to offer, is going to be the LT4 blower. As far as upgrading past what it is, you're going to be pushing it. I mean, you're still going to, it's like the Z06. I mean, you're going to make some power out of it, don't get me wrong. You pull him up, but it's not going to probably flow as much air as like the Whipple 2.9.
Yeah, because it's a smaller 1.7 unit.
Is it 1.7?
It's 1.7. It's a small unit compared to the Whipple. It's a small unit.
Yeah.
But it still makes the power.
Still makes power.
You still get that whining noise. It just depends on, it's one of those things where if you put the 1.7 unit on, it'll work, get the power you want to. But if you plan on upgrading later, there is a certain point where it's just you're gonna be overspinning that blower, and then it's just not gonna be making any.
Man. It's just heat at that point.
No additional power. The 2.9 Whipple, I mean, you make 1,000 horsepower with those things all day long.
And they're badass, dude. They look good too. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they look bad. Ben, we'll be carrying full line of BM. Will you be carrying full line suspension parts or just partial? Right now, we're carrying springs. We will most likely start bringing more and more in every month. Is what we're going to most likely be doing. So let's just say this next month we put another order in. It's going to be trailing arms, tow rods,
Control arms.
Bushing wise, we're either going to, we'll probably bring their bushing kits in, but we'll probably also offer other companies like White Line, which we offer now in Prothane. Some of those guys they do their own manufacturing of bushings.
I think with the White Line and the BMR stuff, I think we just have to kind of look into the different options that are available from everyone, because there's some stuff that BMR offers that White Line doesn't offer, and there's some stuff that White Line offers that BMR doesn't offer. So it's one of those things where you might have to mix and match at one point, but it just depends on everything you're looking for. But
but BMR sway bars. Sway bars, we'll be bringing some of the sway bars in. We'll be bringing in some of the strut towers. It's the popular items. I mean, the stuff that we know people are really looking for. If it's stuff like the 15-inch conversion kit, nah, man, we're not stocking that thing. That might sell one every 6 months. Yeah. So you don't have a lot of serious guys doing that.
That's for the diehard right there.
Yeah, that's a diehard. Unfortunately, we'll be drop shipping that from BMR. Apologize, guys, but that's what we're doing with that one. Ray just bought a supercharger. Thanks, Ray. Appreciate that, man. I hope you really enjoy it. And you know what? We're looking for your feedback on that, Ray.
Shoot us some videos, pictures. I mean, I like seeing everybody's stuff that comes in with the emails. We got Mike that he takes care of the support emails. I jump in once in a while. If he gets pictures, he shares it with everybody. So, I mean, send the information in. We like to see it. I mean, it allows us to post pictures on Facebook, Instagram, I mean, kind of everywhere.
Yeah, share, man.
I mean, send us some pictures. Send us video. Hey, man, I mean, we'd love to see it. I mean, we really do. I mean, we had a guy message this morning on Facebook, sent a video of his car, nice heads and cam car, and he's like, "I'll see you guys at SEMA."
Send it to us, man. We love that stuff. I mean, that's probably the best part of the day is when we get feedback from customers on stuff like stuff like that. I mean, it's pretty awesome. I mean, I love my job. I'm not gonna lie to you, but. Yeah, and reviews. Go to the product page. Leave a review. Yeah. If it's great, tell us what's great about it. If there's something you don't really appreciate about it, tell us something you don't appreciate about it. I mean, just be honest for the most part. If there's something that I did wrong or Ricardo did wrong,
call me out.
Just email that to me separately if you don't mind. Kenny, what would be the best intake system for a 2013 ZL1? That
is a toss-up. It basically
Yeah.
depends on what style you like.
Because we've tested the RotoFab and we've tested the cold air inductions, and I guess by me telling you those two, those are probably going to be the two that I probably recommend the most.
Yeah.
They both do exactly what they say they're going to do. I've seen basically about 25 horsepower gain out of both of them. Because what it does with the airflow, it's going to bump you about 1.5 pounds of boost. 1.5 to 2 pounds of boost is what it's going to do for you. So that's where you're going to get the actual gain. So it's actually letting more air in. That's a preference between style, between if you want the enclosed box or if you want the open element look. That is definitely a big toss-up. But I'm going to tell you either one of those two. Me personally.
Without knowing what color car you have, Kenny, the good thing, the difference kind of between both kits is if you're a guy that likes to open your hood at car shows, RotoFab can paint match the heat shield. So that's the good thing I kind of like about theirs is
there's an extra cost on that though.
It's an extra cost, unfortunately, yes. But they can paint match it, so it kind of ties in with the rest of your underhood accessories if you have any. You know, the cold air inductions, it's either black or chrome, and it's got the sealed box, which looks good too. I mean, I really like both of them. I really couldn't tell you which one's my favorite because I have ups and downs with both of them. But both of them will, like you said, will make the power, and both will fit and finish is awesome on both of them. So it's really kind of a toss-up.
Andrew, thank you. I upgraded my exhaust to a 3-inch catback on my 2016 Camaro SS. Will I lose a lot of back pressure? I don't think you're going to lose any back pressure whatsoever, man.
No.
I don't think you have to worry about that. I don't think you're not going to see a power loss from adding a 3-inch exhaust to that. I have a 3-inch stainless works, and on theirs, they actually do remove the secondary catalytic converter. I haven't seen any power losses. I've run that car, and it's still up to where I'm running other people that have run before I have the exhaust. So I'm kind of tested it on the street more than I have anything, you know. So I don't think you have to worry about back pressure loss on that. Do I miss Harambe? What's it?
Harambe?
It kills me, dude, Matt. It kills me.
Cry every day.
Every day, that's a tear.
Yeah.
Alex, I haven't looked. Do you guys have a whole complete cam package for the 13SS? Well, on our cam package for the Camaro, yes, we have complete cam packages, and if you go to them, you'll see that we also offer basically everything you need to do the cam swap. I mean, if you have an automatic, we have the L99 to LS3 conversion kit. We offer, it comes with all the gaskets that you're going to need to do the conversion. If you have a manual car, we also have it listed where you can pick like gasket, bolt, cam gear package as well, and that's going to cover your cam gear, that's going to cover your new crankshaft bolt, that's going to be water pump gaskets, front crank seal. Definitely recommend changing the front crank seal, guys.
Yeah.
Don't cheap out, because you're going to be going, holy shit, where did this oil come from on the front of my engine? And it's going to be like, oh yeah, you know what, I cheaped out and didn't change the front crank seal.
It's a couple bucks, guys. I mean, a couple dollars to save you a couple of hours worth of labor. I mean, that's worth it. You know, I mean, especially to save you time and money to just replace a crank seal. You got to pull the radiator fans out. You
Pain ass.
You know, you got to get a guy to get down there, take the crank bolt off, and then you got to buy a new crank bolt because they're torque to yield. You know, so it's
do it first.
Just do it first.
Do it
get
first.
it out of the way, and you're done with it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to worry about it afterwards.
Pat, can my wife fit into the Camaro trunk? You know what, she can. She can. I mean, I haven't completely tested that yet, but
I've been in the back of a trunk. I mean,
has.
5th gen or 6th gen, I've been in the back.
Yeah, he has.
You know, I mean,
And he fit.
I fit. So I'm 6'1", 240 pounds.
And he fit.
I fit.
You 205? I thought you were like 205, dude. You don't look that big.
Now you're just.
Matt, you guys are all, thanks, buddy.
I appreciate that, man. You know what, dude? We could not be awesome without you guys.
Yeah.
We couldn't.
No.
We really couldn't.
No.
Good info, thanks, Alex. Let's see here. Thank you guys at Triple Black. You will probably be seeing me sometimes after Camaro vs. Mustang show.
Hey, man, we'll be there.
We're going to be there, guys.
We'll
so
be there.
We're going to be at the, it's not Mustang versus Camaro, it's Camaro versus Mustang show. That's this weekend at the Budweiser plant here in Houston, Texas.
Yes.
So if you are attending, come by, say hi. We'll have a tent out there. We're not going to, we might have some stuff to sell for the most part, but we're kind of out there shaking hands and kissing babies and stuff like that, you know. Because we love being around you guys, man. I mean, we pick up so much stuff off of our Camaro family.
Yeah.
And it's great.
They're a great group. I mean, really,
Great
I mean,
group.
everybody off the forums, Camaro 5, Camaro 6, all the Facebook pages, all the Instagram likes, and, you know, just the stuff we're tagged in, really, I mean, it's awesome to see. We
Yeah.
really do like it. You know, I mean,
We enjoy
like I
it.
said, just share it, man. Share it and post it on our Facebook page. You know, send us a video. We'll throw it out there. It's really not a problem.
Yeah, we'll definitely see you, Kenny. If you're
Yeah.
gonna be out there, we're definitely gonna see you.
Yeah, definitely.
Chris, we will. Pat. Pat's a funny guy today. Thanks, Pat. I love you. Try the wife and dog trick. Post me a link to that, Pat.
Right.
Thanks,
That we
Pat.
do want to see.
Yeah, we do want to see that. Chris, yes, Chris, guys, Chris Freza. He is
Camaro show.
Camaro Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Camaro Show.
So
If you don't already like his show, go like him. He's also on Twitter. Him and Jason Port, they do a great job with the stuff. Jason Port's at Camaro News. They do a great job. Chris, is a lot of information. They've been around the Camaro for a long time. And they're just great guys. They really are. Family guys, good guys.
Chris has his blog show that he does. I forget
Chris, when is that blog show, buddy?
Yeah, how often is that?
Yeah.
I want to say it's like every week. I
think
believe.
it is, yeah.
Have you listened to any episodes? I mean, they're pretty
A
good.
couple of them.
You know, so I mean, they're pretty good. It's good shows.
I've got a 2000 SS. What suspension parts do you recommend both on cam car? Both on cam. Suspension parts on a manual car. Trailing arms. Have you lowered the car? If not, I always recommend lowering the car. I think they perform a whole lot better. You don't have to go like full blown 1.5, 1.4. That's a lot of a drop.
Yeah.
It's
1.85.
still going to look good though. But 1.25, 1 inch drop. We carry FOT, BMR. We carry our own Phastek springs at the 1 inch drop. Any of those are going to work great for you. Others.
It also kind of depends on what you're going to use the car for. If you do a lot of track time, so you're going to be doing a lot of launching, a lot of guys kind of overlook the subframe connectors. You know, kind of ties in both sides of the body, so that way you're not getting that big, you know, curvy jump. Everything kind of stays straight as possible. So it's another thing guys overlook. So, you know, you might want to think about that, along with all the other parts you listed out. And,
I tell you, man, again, on the suspension, realistically, man, I can't say it enough. Change those subframe bushings, man. Change them.
Yeah.
I mean, they make a huge difference. I mean, you're going to notice the slop of the car. You know, you notice now when you take off, it's like blah blump.
Yeah.
You know, it'll be more solid.
How long ago was that FOT car? Was it FOT car here?
It was FOT. It was FOT that we originally, when we their original solid bushings sold.
A couple years ago.
Yeah,
And
sold on it.
He went for a test drive and he comes back and he's like, man, I mean, that's just awesome. I think
Yeah.
it was a V6 car too.
No, it was an
No?
SS. It was
Okay.
an SS with headers, yeah. But still, it doesn't matter. I don't
No.
care if it's V6 or whatever. I
No, it
still,
doesn't
that's my recommendation. When your car gets to the point of changing it, don't go back OEM, dude. Just do not do it. You know, you're gonna love your Camaro after you change those out.
Oh yeah.
Lowered on FOT springs. I love the FOT springs. I think the FOT springs are a great
Yeah.
spring. You know,
yeah.
it's a great spring. The 1.25 drop is a beautiful drop. It's a good looking
Gets it
drop.
nice and level.
Yeah.
You know, that puts it kind of right at a nice level point to where, you know, the car just parked next to something, it looks nice and level. So I mean, those are good springs.
Yeah, they're all good springs. BMR's good springs. FOT's good springs. I think we have good springs too. Phastek.
Phastek springs.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think they're great.
Yeah, so
Well,
Yeah.
you know, so if you got any more questions, let us know. I know a lot of guys are at work. That's why I try to shoot this during Central Standard Time at lunch, so kind of give everybody a good chance to kind of catch up with us. But so while we're here, let's. Will you carry MG? We're not going to carry the MGW shifter. We're not going to cover it. There's just how can I? If I sold it to you, I'd be selling it to you for what I bought it from them at. So unfortunately, I like it, but I'm not going to. I can't. We just.
Yeah.
There's nothing we could do with MGW. They don't really have a wholesale program. But I will say this: we should have our own shifter, hopefully ready for you guys, and within the next month. We're waiting on a couple pieces to come in for our own shifter. We'll be testing them on some cars here locally first, just so we can get the feedback on them, and before we release them out to the public. That's something we like to do. We like to at least get feedback before we just put something out there. So, but we should have our own shifters ready to go here pretty shortly.
Caesar. I don't know if you're done.
No, go ahead.
Caesar, what are we looking forward to seeing at SEMA? Everything, man.
Everything, dude.
You know, I mean, RK Sports got their hood. I know a shop's working on. So they should have a couple of those there. I also hear that there's something special going on that same car that's got our name on it. So hopefully we'll have that there too. But, I mean, really just kind of everything, man. I mean, we're lining up a bunch of different manufacturers to talk to, so it's going to be interesting this year. We're looking forward to it. So I mean, we'll do live video there too. You know, probably we might go by the RK Sport car and do a live video of that one. You know, who knows?
Yeah, we are most likely. We're gonna probably go by the RK Sport. No,
you know, I mean, we're gonna try to do as much as we can. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a week long. We'll
Yeah.
be there all week.
Yeah.
So, you know, hopefully we'll get a lot of good information from a lot of different manufacturers concerning everything.
We've been hit up by a lot of manufacturers over the last couple months about, hey, let's get together, let's do this, let's meet. So we're going to see a lot. We're going to see everything from. We'll talk to the guys at SLP. We'll talk to the guys at BBK. We're going to talk to the guys at RK Sport, Pro Charger,
Whipple,
Edelbrock, Whipple,
QTP. QTP is actually we just signed on to be a dealer.
If you don't know who QTP is, they do cutouts. Well,
Yeah.
a lot of 5th gen guys don't know that they actually make full catback systems with the cutouts already in them.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they also make cat pipes that come off the back to cat converters or long tube headers that have the cutouts built into them as well. So they have a bunch of different options. We've always sold just the cutouts. We're working with Barry over at QTP now to get the rest of his products up and listed, because I really think that with his exhaust systems, they're all 304 stainless steel. You're going to have the best of both worlds with his exhaust systems. And I'm not trying to take it away from anybody else, but the simple fact is that you're going to have a cutout already built into your exhaust system. I mean,
Yeah. So
you're going to sound good, and then you're going to sound
flip
mean.
the switch, and you're
So-
there. You know, so that's going to be the good thing about QTP is what they got working on is you know, they got integrated systems. So it's pretty much unbolt yours, bolt this one in, wire the cutouts on, and flip the switch, and you're done. So I mean, you know, typical exhaust time is what, about 2 hours to do a catback exhaust?
Yeah. Now that's going to be
2
all.
hours.
You guys have to wire that one in.
Yeah, you know, so I mean, 2 hours to do a normal catback exhaust. To do one that you have to wire in, add another hour. So 3 hours. In 3 hours, you can go. I mean, at the flip of a switch, you can go from mild to wild. So it's
And you didn't have to take it to a muffler shop and have them cut your exhaust and stick them in.
Yeah, no welding.
There's no welding. It's
complete bolt on.
It's complete bolt on except for wiring in the controller to flip the switch, the power switch. That's it.
And it's a simple power and ground.
Yeah.
I mean, they made it easy to where it's a simple power and ground, and just find out where you want to mount the switch. That's it.
And if you have a question about where to pick up power and ground, call us.
Mhm.
We can help you.
I've wired so many different
Yeah.
switches into.
That's
different
something
areas.
we'll be more than happy to help you. If you got a support question on it, just give us a call. That's the thing you're going to find out different about us, a lot of other people. We work on cars, man. I mean, we don't mind getting dirty. So it's
Our backgrounds are technicians. I mean,
Yeah,
that's how we started out. you know.
work on cars. That's what we like to do. You know.
Catch can. Which catch can do you recommend? It kind of depends. It kind of depends on. We offer you different catch cans to fit your budget. They're all pretty much going to do the same thing for the most part. All the cans we carry, they're pretty much engineered exactly the same. You'll see that we carry billet custom, which is going to be the lower end. When I say lower, it's the cheaper one. It starts at $89 with free shipping. So you can pretty much mount it. If you're in a 5th gen, you can pretty much mount it off to the side on the. If you have, most people have an aftermarket air induction. There's a stud there. You can mount it right there. And then you can go all the way up to like a Moroso. Now a Moroso can. It's a nice can. I mean, it's all around nice can. Comes with a nice bracket.
Comes right off the radiator and kind of sticks out just right in front of the fan.
Hang on a second. Let me grab one real quick and see if I got one. Hang on one second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I think we do have one. So that's the good thing about the Moroso one is that it comes right off that radiator and it plugs in right there at the vacuum line. So we'll show you what that bracket and everything looks like. But as far as other catch cans, I mean, depends on kind of which ones you're looking for. If you're looking for ones with a little bit of colors, the billet custom ones, they offer a couple of different colors. The Moroso ones, I believe they offer just the stainless color. And
I think they offer black too, but
they offer a black, but only I think for the Edelbrock
yeah.
Supercharged
So like this one
cars.
says ZL1. Let's grab this off the shelf. This is for a ZL1. And I mean, this is what you're going to get with it. This is everything you're going to get with it. This is their small can, so they have two different style cans. This is all the bracketing. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's aluminum brackets. More bracketing.
Kind of show you the brackets there. These two pieces actually hold the can and this one comes off the radiator, and all the hardware and everything basically, you know, it's all there.
I think the
makes it
number one
easy.
seller though is you're going to get some Rosso stickers in this deal. You get a Phastek sticker too. Comes with instructions. Comes with cam. Set razor blade over there. This is the small can right here.
Yeah.
And it's so nicely wrapped. I hate to even open it up. I'm going to.
Yeah, so like you said, that's the smaller can. They do have a larger can, which is probably about double the size.
Yeah.
But both of them work the same. They're both designed internally. They're all the same. It's just which one's smaller, which one's larger. You know, they both have the twist-off bottom. I want to say the larger can also has a petcock on the bottom, so that way
yeah, this one you're going to have to take off and empty.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a hole, but that's basically what you have. It's going to have a mesh.
Yeah, and the larger one's got the petcock on the bottom, so you can drain it easily from the bottom.
It's going to have a mesh
spread
in
it
there. I don't
out.
know if you can see that or not. Open package deal. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
No, we're going to tape it back up.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. It's going back together.
Yeah.
But hey, it is open, so if you do want to call and order it right now,
Mike's on the phones right now.
it fits
you know?
this one fits a ZL1. Okay, so
So if
this
you
is
gotta
for a
do one-
ZL1. So look, good thing I didn't open one for an SS. We'd have a ton of people jump on the thing.
Right? Yeah, but you know, so it really kind of depends on, as far as, you know, which one we recommend. It depends on what you're going for.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, like you said,
2016. I like the Mishimoto can.
yeah,
I do. I like it.
Actually-
I think the Mishimoto can is a well-engineered can. I like the way they placed it. I think it's a great can.
I have one. Do you want to open that up?
Yeah, let's grab that one
Yeah,
too.
let me go grab that
I know
one.
now we're getting into Q&A on catch cans, but I like the Mishimoto can. I think the Mishimoto can is really nice. I think they did a great job with that. We even asked them, hey, shit, you did such a nice job on the 6 gen, you should do one for a 5th gen. You know. Matt, thanks guys. Also running your replica wheels on the site. She says nice, dude. The replica wheels are great. Either one, it doesn't matter. ZL1 or Z28 replicas. I'm in love with them. And the cool thing is the new 1LE is out. The new 1LE for the 16's out. I think it's a great looking wheel. You know. This is ours, right? This is going on our. This is going on our Camaro. So I'm sorry it's not an open package deal.
I mean, everything's for sale.
Yeah.
You know, but
But we have them on the site, so if you want to order one, you sure can. Hey, let me tell you what's nice about the Mishimoto. Okay, is look here. They gave us look at this. Comes with connectors. Can you see that? That allows us to clip it right back into the factory locations.
Mhm.
That is going beyond what most manufacturers do.
Yeah.
You know, so let's say that hey, we want to own the catch can for the 2016. That right there made them own it right
Yeah.
there.
And I mean, you know, similar design to that as most of the catch cans out there. This one does have the twist off, so you do have the twist off. But the good thing that they do for you that some manufacturers don't is they put a spot on the bottom. So if you want to find a petcock that fits that, you can do that easily, no problem. The thing about the 6th gen is just everything's so tight under the hood already. So putting a petcock under there is going to virtually just go right on top of the header.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So do y'all want a live video on installing this? Because we can do that as well. We're going to be a video regardless, but we could also do it live.
Yeah. So just a couple different options.
Yeah.
So it just kind of shows you a couple different manufacturers.
That's the one I like for the 2016.
Yeah.
Right now, that's the one I like. Send me a set of halos. Love you, Phastek. I like halos too, man. I got a lot of shit for it. I got a lot about it, you know, when we originally started. I like halos. I think the halos are great. It's a great option. It's a great add-on. And here's the thing that most people don't know. Let's say you take your headlights out and you're scratching your head. You're going, man, what did I get myself into? We have videos on how to install halos. So if you go to our YouTube channel, if you haven't subscribed yet, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. We have videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't think the video is enough, we offer the halo installation as well. And what I mean by that is you send us your headlights, okay? We take it apart. We put the halos in there. We test them. We put them back together. We test them again. and we can ship them back to you. That service, we charge $240 for that. That's with shipping back to you. Ground shipping, not overnight. Overnight's a whole different deal. But send it to us. Demon Eyes, Halos. We haven't priced the 6th gen ones yet. They're a little bit harder to take apart.
Yeah.
But we do have videos if you want to look at it. If you got questions, ask us a million questions, man. We can help you with all the way through the whole installation.
Yeah,
So.
I have pictures. If there's guys with like the 5th gen cars, because the 14, 15 have different headlights, obviously, but like the RS models, they're a little different. So like the Demon Eyes for the 10 to 13 cars are different from the 14, 15. You do have to cut and modify a little bit to get the Demon Eyes to fit. But if you guys send me an email, send us a message, I can send you pictures of what I've done and how I get it to fit in the final look. So I mean, it really we have a lot of information that we don't post out a lot, just because it's a lot of information we have, and you know, there's 5 of us here every day, so you know, we kind of make it happen as best we can.
Yeah, but you, like I said, $240. Ship us ship us your headlights. Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you insure them though.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you insure them. We're going to ship it back to you, insured as well. Okay, so that's something that we want to make sure we're covered all the way around. But we can do the installation for you. It's $240. That's with us shipping them back to you ground.
Okay, 12 or 24 months.
Gallo 12 or 24. Well, I don't know, because Gallo, they make pizza. You know, so it's hard. I mean, it's a good pizza place. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if they're open 12 or 24 hours though. But who knows?
Man, so you're so Tyson, so you're 16. You just bought a Camaro RS 2LT 2015, and I need some ideas how to beat this stupid Hellcat at my school. Any ideas? Yeah, dude, learn how to get off the line from a dig. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, those cars spin off the line.
Yeah.
I would not recommend running them on the freeway. I would just recommend running them at a dig, and hopefully he blows the tires off every time and you take them down. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen with Hellcats where a stock Camaro can take a Hellcat down at the line. So, hey, it doesn't matter. If you got there first, you won.
Yeah.
So, recommendations on the 15. Tune. Probably some high flow cat pipes.
Intake, exhaust,
air intake.
Throttle foil. With the 14, 15, or the 12 to 15 cars, you're really kind of limited. You can't put headers on it because of the LFX motor. When GM designed that, they put the header basically molded into the cylinder head. Yeah. So you're really kind of limited. But like you said, high flow cats, exhaust, intake, throttle foil, tune. You're really at about it. But all that stuff works out pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, you'll get a good pickup there. So.
Yeah.
But like you said, man, you know, as long as you get that Hellcat off the line.
Get them off the line, dude. Get them off the line. Even if you got to throw a small shot of gas on it, get them off the line. So Nitrous Outlet is one of the brands we carry. Love those guys. Those guys over there are nitrous gods. Okay.
Simple plate system, man. They got a simple plate system. Bolt it on, and you're done.
Just done, man.
You know, wire it. Hit that button.
Exactly. Take them down quick.
Just ordered birthdays for you guys for my 6th gen. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. What's up with the one? Okay, the 1.5 drop springs and LED reverse light kit. Which one do you want to touch on? I'll touch on the 1.5 drop springs.
That was the first one.
So we got our new set of springs on last Friday.
Yeah.
Friday. We've put a couple hundred miles on the car since then. Car, it looks great. It sits exactly like we had it before. I can't say there's any difference in it whatsoever. The ride quality onto me with the 1.5 drop on this car, I think the ride quality is great. I don't even really see. I drive it, I'm like, damn, this thing's got springs on it. So it's good. It looks good. Working on the manufacturer now. They're telling us 6 to 8 weeks. Talked to them this morning actually about it because it's very it's a priority of mine. I want to say we're trying to shoot for maybe 3 to 4 weeks, hopefully.
Yeah.
It's just how long it takes them to spin those things out, you know.
Hoping to have some, hopefully by December, early December.
Yeah.
So that way we kind of get you guys set up for Christmas. If your girlfriends are looking for something to buy you, hey man, tell them, hey, springs, here you go.
And the springs, they're easy install, dude.
Easy.
They're
easy. I got a YouTube video that kind of shows you realistically. I mean, if you did it at home in your garage, you're probably going to spend about 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's really not that hard.
You'll need a spring compressor.
Yeah. For the front.
For the front.
That's it.
A lot of auto parts stores will rent you one. If not, if you have a Harbor Freight in your area, I think they're like $15, $16. Just go pick some up. And that's it. Other than that, they're simple. They're a really easy installation.
Yeah. So you know, that's the springs, but then let's touch on the reverse LED kits. We got a supply of the LED bulbs. The issue we're kind of running into there was just finding a supplier that was going to work with us to make sure we could provide you guys with a good warranty on everything. The harness, we have the harness done. I finally found the LED bulbs, so we'll get going on those. So probably in the next couple of weeks, I would say probably, I know I'm going to put everything together and test everything out this weekend. We'll be at the car show, so we'll have that all there. We'll get going on that. I'd say in the next couple of weeks we should have something. Like I said, I just finalized everything, but give us about 2 weeks. You know,
Yeah.
we should have everything.
On the reverse lights, like I said, the 1.5 drop springs.
Still a couple weeks out.
Let's say 4 to 6 weeks. Hopefully faster than that, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully, that's what we're waiting on. Yes, our springs, Tyler.
It really wasn't an issue with the springs. What it was is the top. It kind of the way they wind them. The way because it comes big and then it comes small. Where they finished off the spring, it kind of poked out a little bit. Yes, it is fixed.
Yes.
It is fixed.
Yeah.
So that is not even a concern. I mean, they fit perfect.
Tyler, if you're on Camaro 6, I have some pictures that are up there that show you a stock spring on the factory strut and our spring basically side by side on the factory strut as well, and you can see the fit and finish. I mean, they're absolutely perfect now. So check that out if you're on there. You know, but they're good. They're good now. So.
Hey Nathan, we've dealt with Nathan before, huh?
Yeah, Nathan.
Hey Nathan, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
See if this works this time. Wheel and tire drag setup. What do y'all recommend? I think a lot of people doing Raystar.
Yeah, a lot of people are. I mean, obviously everybody wants welds. Raystar is starting to kind of pick up a little bit with the 6-gen guys.
What's Jesse in Baytown running? Is he running Raystar?
I think he's running Raystar.
I think he's running Raystar. That dude's at the track. He's beating it up, man.
Yeah,
so
he is. He really has. I mean, we helped him get his headers and stuff on his car. Car sounds rowdy.
Yeah, it's mean.
I
It
want
sounds
to say
mean.
I believe he's in the 10s now with cam car.
I think did he put nitrous on it yet?
I think he put nitrous on it. I don't know what he's done since.
But I think
then,
he's running Raystars on it. So I think Raystar is kind of the popular setup right now. We're not a Raystar dealer yet. Yeah. But we are working on it.
I mean, at SEMA, I mean, like I said, we do plan on talking to a bunch of different wheel manufacturers to kind of, you know, try and line stuff up. You know, so hopefully sometime early next year we might have Raystars and welds and go from there. So who knows?
Is it possible to get a tune by email with jet performance map and BBK 102 throttle body? Probably not with the 102 throttle body yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, not yet. I don't think right now we're going to be able to do a 102 throttle body via email tune. That's 95 millimeter, shouldn't be a problem. The 102 BBK, like I said, they've really done. As of last week, talking to Brian over there, the owner, he's like, "Hey, look, man, we've really worked a lot on this 102. It's going to need a tune, we know, but we don't know if an email tune will work with the 102 without having to have somebody there just to kind of massage a couple things." So that's a different. Tyler, the problem I'm having is that the fronts don't see properly. Yeah, that's okay. That's what we just talked about. Never heard back anything after the first batch made. Yeah, that's why, because we've been after the first batch, we're like, you know what, let's put a halt on this. BG is not really fixing the issue, so we took it upon ourselves to have our own springs made. You know, so that's something we're going to back. We're going to guarantee. We've tested. If you're not happy with your springs, give us a call.
Yeah, and I know there's a couple of guys in mind. And Tyler, I don't know if you're one of the guys that I've talked to on Camaro 6, but I know there are a couple of guys that I do already have in mind as far as, you know, helping out with a new set to make sure everything's taken care of. So shoot us a message, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, be more than happy to work with you, man. Not a problem at all. Yeah, good deal, man. You bought his nitrous kit?
Oh, good deal.
Good deal. You're going to love it.
Yeah.
Will Phastek have any special items for the new Correctron Camaro? Yes. Yes, we will. Actually, we're going to do the underhood plates. We're going to have them. We're going to do the green. We've already looked at that. It's just going to be interesting to see what else we're going to be able to do for that as well. Obviously, it's color scheme is what we're looking at. So yes, we look at doing interior knobs in the green, and we're looking at doing as well as the underhood plates in green. And obviously, it's going to have some other stuff. Now, the other thing too is like you're talking about that. Let's talk about the 50. The 50 has, obviously, it has the, is it Nightfall Gray?
Yeah.
And then the orange. So we've had a lot of people ask, hey, I've got the Nightfall Gray, but I want orange parts. So we're looking at is matching the orange off the car to do like underhood plates as well. So that'll be for the 50. So if you're getting a 50, that's something to consider. They look great. Underhood plates are awesome.
Always American. Yes, yeah, I do remember you. Yeah, yeah. Shoot me another message, man, just to make sure that I keep you fresh in my mind. But yes, I do remember you. Like I said, shoot me another message. Facebook, Camaro 6, however. Just get back with me, just so I'll make sure to write you down.
Yeah, we definitely make sure you're happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's if we sell you a product, we want to make sure you're happy with it the best we can. So I think we're right at time today.
Right at time.
Yeah. So listen, so we've got 16 people remain watching right now. 17. We are going to give away a lighting kit. Hang on one second, and it will work. Footwell lighting kit.
Footwell lighting kit. Well, your color choice. Any other colors? I mean, white, aqua, red, blue, any color that we have.
And so it comes like this. It'll work on the 6th gen Camaro. You basically have to wire it to power and ground. We give you a switch. On the 5th gen, you can either wire it to power and ground, or you can connect it to your dome light. So whenever you turn on your dome lights, where you open your doors, the Footwell lighting kit comes on as well. So they look good. So here's the thing. So there's 17 people. The first person to pick the magic number between 1 and 10 wins this.
We already have the number written down.
Yeah, so it's not like we're pulling numbers out of our head. Yeah. So go ahead and let's do it. 1 to 10. Pick a number from 1 to 10, and this will ship to you for free.
Off the bat.
Maria.
Number 1. Number 3.
Maria.
I mean.
You're number 3. You're number 3. You won, Maria. Guys, I want to thank y'all for watching. We can't do this without you. We love our customers. Again, if you got any questions, hit us up. We'll probably be doing this again next week before we go to SEMA, and then obviously you're going to catch us at SEMA. So thank you again for watching, and if you have any comments, hit us up. Maria, we'll hit you up shortly here and send you a message. You get send us your address stuff, and we will send this out to you today. Oh, and your color choice as well.
Yes. Yeah, we'll need to know that. We'll get with you, Maria. Thanks, guys.
Thanks guys, for watching. We appreciate it.
We'll do this again pretty soon, hopefully. So we'll go from there. Maybe after SEMA, we'll do another one.